Am I recording? Yeah. Yay!
Hi.
Did you know that according to a recent brain research, birth to 3 years old is the most important time for a child's development? During this time, they're learning important life skills such as emotional attachment, gross and fine motor skills, and language skills. 3 years of maternity leave may be a little bit of a stretch. However, more than 120 countries offer a national paid maternity leave program. Some of those countries offer it for over a year. Surprisingly, the US does not. Some companies do offer 6 weeks paid leave to their employees and 12 weeks unpaid, but not all. And you may be wondering why paid maternity leave is important, but let's start with why maternity leave in general is important. Research done by UCSF evaluated 26 studies on maternity leave. In these studies, they showed things such as a reduction of infant deaths with increased maternity leave, a decline in the number of mothers diagnosed with depression, fewer domestic violence cases, and children were more likely to be up to date on their vaccinations and had fewer behavioral problems when their mothers had longer maternity leave. Longer maternity leave was also linked to a better mother-child bond and relationship. So now that you understand why maternity leave in general is important, let's dive into how paid maternity leave is just as, if not even more important. As mentioned earlier, according to the International Laboring Organization, 120 nations provide paid maternity leave to new mothers, and the US does not. Some companies in the US offer the 6 weeks paid, however, it's not required. New mothers are also able to take an additional time additional time of unpaid leave granted by the 1993 Family and Medical Leave Act, which was the first National Workers Protection Act. This act allows an additional 12 weeks of time off, but it's unpaid. By not having a national paid maternity leave program in place, the US puts new mothers between a rock and a hard place. Many new mothers can simply not afford to take time off work. They need an income in order to survive, provide for their family, so they have no choice but to return to work. Because there is no national program, this means some new mothers return to work just a few days after giving birth, leaving their newborn in the care of somebody else. New mothers in the US are not granted sufficient amount of time to heal, not only physically, but also mentally. Did you know that it is not recommended to separate a new puppy from its mother until at least 8 weeks old? However, ideally is 12 weeks. So why is it that here in the US, offering only 6 weeks of paid maternity leave is considered lucky, if you get that? We're forcing new mothers to choose between an income in order to survive and an appropriate amount of time to heal and be with their new baby. 120 other countries have found a way to support national programs, so why hasn't the US? That's it.
Yay!
Yay!